What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy Lil Finesse, Jiggy Hippie, back with another video for y'all. And this video right here is if your Lilith is in the sign of Leo or in the 5th house. And I'll pause for the cause. If you don't know what a Lilith sign is, how to find your Lilith sign, if you're a new subscriber, if you're just starting off your journey of self-love, self-knowledge, self-understanding, self-awareness, if you still to this point don't understand how drastically important it is, how urgently important it is to study yourself, to learn yourself, and to love yourself through astrology and numerology, don't worry, I got you. There's a couple of videos. I'll put the link in the description. You have to watch them first to become hip to the knowledge of what I'm about to talk about right now. So if you look at your birth chart or your natal chart, it's the same thing. And you realize that your Lilith is in Leo or the 5th house, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's just get it poppin', shout. Now you already know, before I start, I'm gonna give y'all a list of some celebrities so y'all can visually see what people that have Lilith and Leo look like, and then I have a list of celebrities that have Lilith in the 5th house celebrities. So to start, we got Barack Obama, Marilyn Monroe, your girl Rihanna, George Clooney, Jennifer Lopez, Adele, Aaliyah, rest in peace, Zendaya, Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, and Usher. And now these are the celebrities that have Lilith in the 5th house. We got your girl Rihanna again. She's a double Lilith Leo. Katy Perry, Megan Fox, your boy Big Sean, Nick Cannon, Venus Williams, Keisha Cole, Tamar Braxton, and Drake Bell. Alright, so boom, Lilith and Leo. So first of all, what is Lilith? What does it mean, or what does it represent? For those that have never heard of this, that don't know what Lilith means, where it came from, I gotta take y'all all the way back to the beginning of time, in a sense, to the story of Adam and Eve. Lilith is a character in ancient mythology, and now stressing this point in all my Lilith videos, these are myths. This is mythology. Myths are stories that have different renditions of it, has been carried down generations after generations. They have different ways of explaining it, different ways of saying the story. So what I'm about to say, you're not supposed to take the story literal, but take out the symbolisms, the key points, the symbolisms from the story, so you grasp the knowledge of what you're supposed to learn from the story, from these myths, these ancient mythological myths. All right, so boom. So Lilith, in the beginning of time, before Eve, Lilith was the first wife of Adam. So when they were being created, Adam was being created from the dirt, from the ground. Lilith was also being created from the dirt, from the ground. So in this sense, they're both created the same way, so they're both exactly equal. So now living in the Garden of Eden, living in paradise, everything was good, everything was Gucci. When it came to sex, Lilith did not want to always be submissive to Adam. Adam being the man, the masculine energy, he always wanted to dominate. He always wanted to be on top. He always wanted to be in control. And Lilith, her mindset is, we're both made from dirt. We're both equal. Why do I always have to be submissive to you? So the big thing with Lilith was she did not like to be submissive to Adam. So in this sense, because of that, her not being submissive, her not succumbing to Adam's masculinity in a way, because of her wanting to liberate herself sexually by being on top, by being dominant, which wasn't like the womanly thing to do back in the days kind of thing. Because of this, she got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. She got rejected. Keep this word in mind, rejected from the Garden of Eden. And as she got kicked out, then from the rib came Eve. So instead of Adam and Lilith, example, being both made from dirt the same way, being equal, Adam and Eve were made from the same body part, so they all became conjointed and they became one, masculine and feminine, like a yin and yang. That's where Eve gets her femininity from. Adam gets his masculinity. They come together as one. So that's where Adam and Eve, that story came about. So in the background, Lilith, she got kicked out. She went to have sex with the demons. She went to liberate herself sexually, to have her own control. She's a very attractive, sexually liberating type of energy, very attractive, but she got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. So at this time, She has a lot of pent up anger, built up anger, revenge, jealousy, anything dark you could think of that you could feel for being rejected out of paradise, out of the Garden of Eden, for being rejected. She felt those emotions. And the stories say that she went on a killing spree, started killing babies. There's some stories that say that she came back as a serpent, talking to Eve, like, listen, Eve, you don't have to be submissive to Adam. You don't have to be submissive to anybody. Eat from the tree of life. Do what you want. You could be yourself. You don't have to listen. You don't have to be submissive, kind of thing. And that's where we all know the rest of the story, Adam and Eve with the serpent. So keep that in mind. Lilith is a very dark energy. It's a very dark energy because she went to, have relations with the demons and the dark spirits. So it's a very dark energy. Pent up emotions, all about revenge. She wanted to get back at Adam, like she just wants revenge. So pent up emotion, revenge, jealousy. So it's the dark energy inside of our chart. So what does that represent when it comes to astrology? It represents like our hidden, very dark, hidden shadow side to ourselves. Also our hidden emotions, what we may feel repressed by when we're growing up. What we feel on a deep, dark level on the inside is our Lilith placement. So now having a Lilith in Leo or having Lilith in the 5th house, you're going to be carrying out the negative, dark characteristics of the sign, of what it's in. And the house that your Lilith sign is in is where the energy manifests. So Lilith in Leo, you're gonna be exerting Leo characteristics. Having a Lilith in the 5th house is gonna be manifested in the 5th house characteristics. So 5th house, we all know, is like house of recreation, having fun, casual sex too, casual relationships like flings, not really serious relationships, but flings, just having fun, having a good time, entertainment. Also children, all about like that childlike creative energy. So having a Lilith in Leo is you're gonna be exhibiting deep down inside, you're going to be exhibiting a need, a strong desire, a strong pull, a really strong dark need for attention. You already know I was going to say that, but it's on a deep level. You're not going to always exert it outwardly, but what will happen is if you're like, especially growing up, you probably been repressed or been shunned or rejected of your need for attention. You probably always were the child that wanted to be the center of attention, but somebody else always got it, and you couldn't do nothing about it because you didn't express yourself, or you were afraid to express yourself, or you were afraid to be creative and just shine like the way you wanted to shine. But deep down inside, you had a lot of jealousy for that person that had all the attention. You always wanted it. You could be prone to starting drama just for no reason, just to get the spotlight back on you. So understand that deep down inside, you have a strong need for the shine to be on you. You have the strong need for the light to be on you. Lilith, she got rejected. She had a lot of repressive energy. She got a lot of dark, revengeful energy, a lot of jealousy energy too. So be careful with this placement that you can be prone to being jealous of someone that has more shine than you. You can be jealous of someone that has more attention than you. And with the jealousy is pent up, it's dark, it's deep, so you could be prone to doing things just to get the attention back on you, to starting drama just to get the attention back on you. So understand that you have a dark need deep down inside to have attention on top of yourself. Having this placement also, be very aware that you can be prone. Obviously, the negative traits of Leo, we all know, is narcissism, whatever, being too fond of yourself. You could be prone to thinking way too high of yourself, that you're like, man, I don't want to work a 9-to-5 job because I'm too good for that. Not even having a set plan for yourself, but you just be thinking too regal of yourself that you won't even be in reality kind of thing. You be in your own world, your own mindset, your own world of doing things. You just feel like you're way above everybody else. You don't want to do certain things. You don't want to be a part of certain things. Understand that this can hinder your growth, hinder your evolution as a person, because you're thinking too highly of yourself and you haven't really done anything to work for that, if that makes sense. So be aware of that. You could think too highly of yourself. You could be addicted to, obviously, 5th house is all about having fun. So just like a Taurus Lilith, I use that word hedonistic, where you're like a slave to your pleasures. You could be obsessed or addicted to things that feel good, having pleasures a lot, but obsessed with having fun. 5th house also represents, casual datings and flings. So you could be the type that always wants to have different relationships, doesn't want to really settle down at all, doesn't really take people seriously because you kind of use them for your own pleasure, your own personal gain. The biggest thing for this is that manipulation factor. Cancer Liliths use emotional manipulation. Having a Leo Lilith though, you can manipulate people easily because you can really get to people's hearts easily. Now let me explain. Everybody likes somebody that's a joyful, happy-go-lucky type person. So you can put on a persona that you're really, really happy, really joyful, really playful, just to get people to like you in a way, or just to get their hearts warmed up to you, just to get their hearts opened up to you. People like being around y'all because y'all just have a lot of fun. You have this like energy of just having a lot of fun. So you could get to people's hearts easily. People can like you quick, fast. Like you have a strong pull to yourself because Leos automatically shine no matter where they go. We already know the rule about the sun. Leos automatically shine no matter where they go. You cannot miss Leo energy. It shines. It's the sun. It's very hot. It radiates. It's in your face. And they perform and they like it. So they actually, put on that show for you kind of thing. So you could be type to manipulate people because of you being so likable, because of you being so people because of you having so much shine on top of yourself, because of you being that light. You can manipulate people that follow you, that look up to you because of you having that energy. So understand that. Be careful that you're not too narcissistic in the way that you're manipulating people with your energy, with your status, with your shine, with your powers, with your Leo energy power, with your easily likable energy, if that makes sense. So be careful you're not manipulating people in that way, because like I said, they open their hearts to you, so they really like go all in when it comes to you, and you could use that to your advantage. Instead of using their emotions to your advantage, just like Cancers do, use somebody's heart to their advantage. Like use somebody's way of them liking you so much, them loving you so much, having so much fun with you, feeling so at home with you, just feeling so bright around you. You could use that to your advantage and let them do what you want them to do in a way by manipulating them. Now also having this placement in the 5th house, especially 5th house is all about kids. So remember, Lilith was repressed, she was rejected. So you could have a special relationship with children. Now with this placement, if you have kids, you could really like having kids, obviously. But then you can also either reject having children, or you could have been rejected as a child when you were younger in your peer group. You just felt rejected around children. Children can reject you, or you could have kids and love having kids, and all of a sudden when something doesn't go your way, or when you just feel like my freedom is being tampered with, my fun is being tampered with, my entertainment, my shine, anything's being tampered with, you just automatically just really hate having children, or just don't like having children, or have like a strong negative relationship with children, even with your child. Even though you like having children and you're very playful and children love being around you, having that Lilith, having that dark energy, having that repressive energy, having that rejection filled energy, she was wanting revenge. So having that rejection energy in the house of children, the 5th house, or having Leo Lilith when it comes to relationships with children, it could be rejectful, as in you love them, but then when your freedom is being tampered with, you automatically just lash out. You just go all crazy, all dramatic. You just like kind of curse your children or something. Like you just really get mad at a tremendous dramatic way, in a Leo way, at children for that reason. So understand and just be careful that when you have kids, if you have children, don't blame them for you not being who you want to be in the future. Don't blame them for, like, if you looked at yourself like, I wanted to be this growing up, but then I had kids, and now it's your fault I couldn't do this, or now it's your fault I couldn't be who I wanted to be. Understand that that's that Lilith energy. Lilith felt that she just felt rejected. So to have that Lilith energy in the 5th house of children, you will have a special relationship with children. Either they reject you or you reject them. So keep that in mind. But all in all, understand that having a Leo Lilith, you're going to automatically shine, but you're going to always want to be the center of attention. So using this knowledge, be aware that you don't manipulate people for the attention. You don't do overly dramatical things for the attention. Just be aware that you have a pull towards you, a magnetic pull, that people automatically like you because your charisma is A1. Don't use that charismatic energy. Don't use your charisma. Don't use you being so likable, people liking you so much, to do things for your own personal gain, own personal pleasures. These people have a tendency just to, like, you know, have a lot of flings, just to date around, not be really serious, but like it really break hearts in the long run or in the process, or just likes to do things just for them to feel good, not thinking about what somebody else, like what their feelings are. Like they could feel so highly of themselves that they don't really care about like somebody else's feelings when they're using them for something. So keep that in mind. But this is a very negative video, I understand, but Lilith is like a dark, understand that like the energy of Lilith is a very dark, negative energy, and it's inside of all of our charts. So having awareness of what's inside your energy, knowing who you are and loving who you are and accepting that this is who you are kind of thing, is what you have inside your energy. Depending on what level you are in your journey, you can grow out of this, you can learn on it, you can work on it. We all have free will. But it's all about knowing how you are so you can know how to be when you're dealing with people, know how to treat people. Most importantly is to love yourself as a person. But having Lilith in Leo, that self-love, that's automatic. I don't have to really stress that upon y'all. Just don't be too much overly loving yourself to the point that you think way too highly of yourself, or the narcissism comes in, or don't blame your children if your life is not where you want it to be because you just felt like you like having kids, but as soon as they popped up, damn, I didn't get my shine no more. Damn, I can't be who I wanted to be. Damn, the spotlight's not all on me kind of thing. So understand that all these things are inside of our charts. So really study your chart, study your chart so you know why you do what you do, and be able to maneuver and to consciously do things by knowing who you are as a person. So that was my video on Leo Lilith. Hope y'all enjoyed that. My next video is going to be on Virgo Lilith, so you already know I'm about to go in. If you have subscribed to my channel, appreciate all y'all, for real, for real. If you haven't subscribed yet though, go ahead and handle that one time for your boy. Drink your water, mind your business, and be safe out here. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'm going to see all y'all when I see y'all.